Hello everyone! Remember the other day when we decided to see how much money we could make on our very first day, mining only clay? Well, today we're going to do pretty much that exact same thing, but with trees. And I still need to turn tool hit location on. The other day's experiment kind of surprised me. I never realized you could actually make that much money just hoeing up clay everywhere. But I'm curious to see as whether wood is worth more. Because clay sells for 20 gold each, but it's not that easy to find. Wood only sells for 1 gold each, but it's pretty easy to find. You can see it everywhere here. You can knock down the tops of trees, that's your most efficient way to get it. Obviously, if you cut up the logs underground, one swing of the axe equals 1 piece of wood. Well, you actually get a little bit better when you're knocking down the top of the tree. And it is a marginal difference. I tend to be getting 11 pieces of wood per 10 swings of my axe currently. I don't know if that changed or not over the past few updates, but that's where we're at. Also, I don't need to be in as much of a hurry with this because I don't need to be running all over the ground foraging. All the wood is right here, quite easy to find and see. But the overall purpose of figuring out how to make the most money on your first day is that you can sell it to Robin right away and get seeds from that on the first day, so you could potentially do a giant cauliflower crop on the first day were you to make enough money. Already, I think this wood idea might be feasible because I've already have 69 wood, which is pretty funny in itself, but that is worth 69 gold. And I still have the energy for a few more trees before I go foraging. Probably going to sell some wood to Robin right away and also see what other things I can find and sell to her along the way. I'm going to check the garbage cans because on occasion you do get a gem. Obviously that wouldn't factor into the value of doing this idea, but it is value I will take anyway should I want to roll this forward into a bigger crop. The value we got from our clay experiment was about 400 gold. I believe it was about 440 gold in the end. We already have 130 gold worth of wood, but we're out of energy, so we're going to have to go do some foraging, run around to see what we can get for that. Clay might actually have the advantage over wood here. But then again, there might be something I've never even thought of that might be even better. We're going to swing by Pierre's. I don't think he'll buy sap, but we're going to try anyway. Always check the bus stop on your first day. There's lots of good forageables here, especially today. I think that's also because every forageable area, as in a place between map transitions, has a chance to spawn up to 5 forageables every single day. So on your first day, it's likely to have quite a few of them, and being that the bus stop is so small, you have a high chance of getting up to 5 items. One of which is even a silver quality dandelion. Alright, first thing we gotta do, check to him to see what he buys. I don't think he buys anything. I don't know if anyone buys sap. Oh, he does. Well, there's 120 gold in sap right there, so that's got to factor into this big time. So already we're at about 260 gold worth of materials, and it's only 11 AM, so this is definitely a more feasible idea. The other part of this trick has got to be making it back to Robin. I'm pretty sure Pierre will actually buy Joja Cola too. I just want to check some of these garbage cans real quick. Not entirely sure if it's worth swinging over this way to check the garbage cans. It's probably not, being that the chance of actually finding anything useful is pretty minimal. And being that my priority should be cutting wood earlier in the day, I'm going to run back to the farm, cut down a few more trees, and get as much wood as I can before heading back to Robin's shop. I've only got another 5 hours before she closes, and I want to get back to her and Pierre again before the end of the day. That is kind of what determines whether this whole thing is even feasible. He won't buy the Joja Cola. That's going to go in the bin overnight because I don't think it's a building material for Robin. Pam's the only one that likes Joja Cola, and Pam eats garbage. My strategy right now is going to be to use up most of my energy right here on the farm, and then I'm actually going to cut some of the trees on the way to Robin's because I want to be sure to have enough time to do all this. Keep in mind if you're trying to do any of this in multiplayer, time doesn't freeze as you're eating stuff or in menus, so it's not going to act quite like it does in single player. Going on 2 PM right now, I'm actually going to start heading towards Robin's shop. I got a few trees I cut along the way, that way I'm that much closer. I don't want to mistime this. I am also out of energy too. This leak will help. This is also the faster route to get to the carpenter shop for anyone wondering, the quickest way to get there. Currently up to a total of 189 wood and 20 saps. That sap kind of put this idea over the top for value. This is working out actually almost perfectly because I'm going to be about out of energy after this tree, maybe get one more in. I'm already at Robin's shop and it's only 3 PM. I got time to get her, sell my wood, head to Pierre's, buy some seeds. Do I have enough energy for one more tree? I do. I'm going to cut this down real quick. And we do actually have some forageables right here. We've actually had a lot of forageables today. The mining clay idea might have been a little more better today, but we're not going to worry about that. Okay, I got to go sell to Robin right now. I don't want to mistime this. That is also actually a gold quality leak. That's quite rare to find on the first day. All right, so if we sell our wood to her, that's 502 gold just in wood. So wood itself is more than clay because it sells her 2 gold each. I was thinking it was 1, my mistake. So there's 500 gold just from wood, another 16 from the fiber, and then we still got to sell the sap again. But I think we're actually maybe going to cut down a tree. Do we have time to sell one more? Should we risk it? Let's really quickly see if we can cut down one more tree. I know this is quite a risk, but we're going to do it anyway because nothing ventured, nothing gained. Also, you would realistically be a little more efficient with your movement, being that I'm trying to record a video while doing this. I'm not really doing this super efficiently. So there's another 24 gold. Every little bit counts. We now got 50 sap. Those should be worth a few dollars for Pierre. This is actually going to come down to the wire. It's 440 right now, about to go on 450. I will make it, but only barely. I was really worried for a second. Hello, sir. I've got 50 more sap to sell you for another 100 gold. Keep in mind, we haven't put anything in the bin yet. We haven't sold anything overnight. The reason I didn't eat this leek to chop wood with was 1, because I was out of time, and 2, if I want to plant some seeds, well, I'm going to need some energy to do so. And the whole idea behind trying to make as much money as possible on the first day is so you can plant crops right away. One thing I do want to do is plant cauliflower seeds and have them ready for the 13th, which is the egg festival, at which point you can buy strawberry seeds, which are very much the best seeds in spring. Unfortunately, they do take 12 days to grow, and it's only the first day, so I think they'll be ready on the 13th, and I don't think you can sell stuff to Pierre on that day, but I might be wrong, so we're actually going to go ahead and try that. I did think speed grow might be a possibility, but we can't actually buy speed grow yet. And one of the reasons I would choose cauliflower seeds to do this is because I can only buy 16 of them. I'm still going to make a lot of profit, but I've only got 16 seeds to take care of for the next little while. And so as I'm working my way towards my empire of giant strawberry crops, I'm going to need as much time and energy to spend elsewhere mining, for example, to make sprinklers, because once I'm ready with strawberries, I don't want to have to water them every day. Also, another thing I would have initially done is taken these parsnip seeds and just sold them to Pierre. You can actually make some decent money off those, and that would have bought me probably another few cauliflower seeds. Anyways, let's plant these nice and close to the house. That way I don't have to walk too far to water them. I don't really have a ton of energy for clearing more debris, but one thing I am going to do is just clear some debris immediately near the edge of the crop, because the debris spawns more debris around it. So you want to keep it as far away from the crop as possible to minimize your chance of it growing into your stuff. Now, with what little time and energy I have left, I'm going to go down and check the southern forest for any more forageables. If there's a bunch of spring onions, I'm going to grab those, because I can still cut some trees and throw them in the bin overnight and still make some money. And I kind of forgot about the worm spots in the ground. You might as well hold those up while you're at it. It's only going to take, I think, 2 energy to swing your hoe, and they could potentially find you a pretty valuable item. The odds aren't great, but it could potentially boost the value of your first day quite a bit. And strangely enough, this wild horseradish is also gold quality. That's 2 gold quality forageables and a silver quality all in the first day, which is odd to me. I thought maybe I was on maximum luck or something with my mods, but I'm not even playing on Stardew Valley mods, so curious to see how many spring onions there are going to be then, because before I didn't find a lot of forageables, but I did find a lot of spring onions. Today seems kind of to be the opposite. Not a lot of spring onions, but a lot of forageables, and I'd rather have a lot of forageables because they'll give you a lot more energy. These are a total of 39 energy, and this 1 gold horseradish is 23, and it's the worst of the forageables. I'm going to go ahead and just eat everything today because I'm going to chop wood at the end of the day until I run out of time. I might even mine up some clay, who knows. One thing I'm going to do is head to the beach for those forageables because they can be worth a bit of money in themselves, and all you got to do is pick them up. And this will also finally give me a chance to hit up these garbage cans. There was nothing in there, but it's always worth a try. You might get a field snack, you might get something valuable, who knows. Every little bit of money counts on your first day. And of course, because I put in the effort to walk all the way down here, there is not one forageable on the beach. But that definitely means I can go back and chop wood now until I pass out, or more accurately, until I run out of energy. I don't know which one's going to come first. I do still have a few hours to be alive. I'm going to cut some trees at the bus stop because they're going to be the closest and most convenient for me. It's also doing them a favor because then I don't have to be in the process of the bus driver every day. And since it's about the end of the day and I'm running out of energy, I'm going to cut down 1 more tree, but also scythe up as much of these fibers as I can because you'll actually get a little bit of value for these too. And like I said, every bit of value counts on the first day. It really does. About an hour left. I've got 18 energy. I'm just going to cut some of the things really close to all my crops because I really don't want it growing into my stuff right now. Completely out of energy, basically out of time. Going to scythe up some more fiber, throw everything in the bin at about 1:30 and go to bed, see what kind of value we got for the day. Let's throw stuff in the bin. We got another 58 wood, which would be worth about another 120 gold. Joji Cola's going in there. Mixed seeds. I could plant these. I'm going to throw them in the bin for now. I don't want to take care of crops that aren't going to make me a lot of money. Everything in the bin. Actually, maybe including the parsnip seeds. We're going to throw those in the bin too real quick. We might pass out doing this. We probably will. But we need the value for those anyway. Those should have gone to Pierre today, but I want to see the value of them. That way we know how many more cauliflower seeds we could have bought. Foraging obviously leveled up. The best way to level foraging skill is actually chopping down trees. We can make field snacks too, which would be quite important. Level 2 foraging, that was it. I'm sure we're pretty close to level 3 being the amount of stuff we cut down. But we made another 377 gold on top of everything. The parsnip seeds are worth 150 gold, so this would buy another 1 cauliflower seed, almost 2. 160 would buy us 2. The wood, 116. Mixed seeds don't actually sell for anything, so don't do this with them. Fiber is fiber, stone is stone. Now from here, you'd probably want to start focusing on other crops and also get mining as soon as you can, which we admittedly can't for a few days. But just make as much money as you possibly can for the 13th if you're aiming to make lots of money. Which is something I like to do because if you have lots of money, it just makes the rest of the game a lot easier to accomplish. But the next logical step at this point for me is just going to be skipping ahead to the Egg Festival to see if these are ready to go and if we can sell them to Pierre at the Egg Festival. Also on day 2, I would recommend planting at least a few parsnips because without any farming skill, guess what you can't make? Scarecrows. And without scarecrows, the crows are going to come and eat your precious crops, and that's going to get really annoying because I could potentially lose one every day until then, and I'm not going to have a lot of cauliflower left. And that's going to make this idea look even stupider than it actually is. This morning is the morning of the 12th. The cauliflower take 12 days to grow, but even as it is, planting them on the 12th, it's the nighttime that matters. It's going to be 12 nights from the time you plant them. So the end of the 1st becomes the end of the 12th, 12 days later, so you won't be able to harvest them until the 13th. That's okay, that's kind of what I expected. So tomorrow we're going to harvest these. Hopefully we can sell them to Pierre. Also, I got really lucky. There was not one crow that came through and ate one of those. All right, we can harvest these. Got to wait for 9 a.m. till the festival opens, and I do actually have to wait for once. But there we have it, 15 regular quality, 1 gold quality cauliflower. And there it is. The egg festival has begun in the town square. Pierre, please be able to buy these. Oh, he can't. That sucks. I wanted to buy a whole bunch of strawberry seeds. I do have cauliflower ready to go, but they need to be ready one day earlier because I just can't sell them like this. I need some speed grow. And you can't buy that right away unless you can get it from Joja Mart. So you know what that means. We're going back to the clay farm. We're going to head to Joja Mart as soon as it opens, and they are open on Wednesdays, by the way, to see if they sell that which we need. And if they do, this whole thing becomes feasible again. A lot of trial and error trying to figure out the best way to do this. And just for comparison, I bought 16 cauliflower seeds. If you were to spend roughly the same money, a little bit less even, you get 66 parsnip seeds. So that just shows you where you want to put your priorities. Instead of taking care of 66 parsnip seeds, imagine watering that, you can just do 16 cauliflower seeds and still make good money. Let's see if Joja really is superior to Pierre's. Do you have speed grow, lady? There we go. Joja Cola? Nope, none of that. Speed grow, speed grow, speed grow. So can you only get it after spring or something? I can't remember when speed grow comes into effect. Someone help me with that. I don't know why I can't find it anywhere. Whatever the case, this has been an interesting experiment. Wood so far is the way to make the most money on day one. Clay is good, wood is better, unless you get really lucky with the clay, but I would just go for wood. It's a lot more reliable and probably your best bet. I am going to keep exploring this idea, whether it's with videos or not, because this could actually make for some pretty cool ideas down the road and ways to make money really easy, really early, legitimately. So hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.